Welcome to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show.
Talk to you.
All right, everybody, welcome in to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show. I am your boy Marcus MC Carlton. Jesse the Beard Thurman, one final go around with Jesse, and joining us with audio only tonight, we got Razorback Zach, and we got our own wise man Loki DeWitt. Gentlemen, are we ready to celebrate 6 wins?
Ooh, bowl bound, baby. Let's go.
Oh, we're going to a bowl.
Hey, guess what? I ordered my shirt off of Temu.
Hey, that's 2 banners we get to hang at Razorback Stadium. We beat Tennessee, and we made a mediocre bowl.
Hey, look here, old timer. We don't need your negative Nancy ass up in here, okay?
Hey, those banners are going to look really great hanging to the celebration banner of the bowl against TCU that never happened.
Oh God, yes. Oh my God.
God almighty. All right, so y'all can kind of see where our heads are tonight. I mean, yes, we're going to a bowl. We've got 6 wins. Okay, that's something. It's not worth all the celebration that I'm seeing on social media right now. People are acting like we just locked up a playoff spot.
I'm gonna say this, and
Go ahead, Zach.
I'll be the first to say it. Get the hell out of here, Jesse. No, that's not what I want to say. That's not what I want to say. I'm just kidding. No. Who cares? At this point, we're going to get curb stomped anyway because the projections I looked at before the show, we're playing Kansas State in the Liberty Bowl.
Again?
Again.
It was Kansas last time, but
yeah.
Kansas
I guess it was 2015.
I wouldn't want to play Kansas
It
right
was
now
the
either.
2016.
Yeah.
It was the 2016 Liberty Bowl where we played Kansas State for the second time.
Yeah. Yeah. I look, fans will turn out to Memphis. Depending on when it is, I will probably go. If we're home, we usually take a trip on the week between Christmas and New Year's as a family. So if we're home, I'll probably go.
Let me know. Buy me a ticket and I'll pay you back for it.
Well, if I decide to go, I mean, trust me, you guys will be among the first to know. But, I mean...
Here's the thing. With we were talking about this during the game.
Yeah.
It should not... And again, yes, we won. Yes. Big deal. Yes, we're bowl eligible. But the play on the field today, that should have been the halftime score at the very least, not the final score.
That first half, that first quarter especially, was a Chad Morris first quarter.
I will say this too. Fire Scott Fountain tonight.
Dude,
fire him tonight.
How long have we had, I mean, I know how long. The entire tenure of Pittman, we've had special teams problems.
And I don't know who said it in our team chat. Sorry, MC, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I don't know who said it in our team chat, but somebody, I think it was either Jesse or you, MC, that said this, or even Loki for that matter. But the fact that he can take credit for Cam Little should be a felony.
Yeah, that was me. I want that one. I want credit for that one.
Well, I didn't want to take credit from. I couldn't remember who it was.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
I mean, it's just, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. They surpassed my preseason pick. Okay, they're going to a bowl game. I had them 4-8 was my pick.
I had them 3-9, so don't feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be 6-6 because we're not going to Columbia and winning that game.
They're going to curb stomp us into oblivion.
If there's one game per year, go ahead, Jesse.
I had us at 5-7, and the reason I am so mad at this team is obviously UAPB was not a legitimate opponent, but we seen what they can do. And then we saw what they can do when they play to their potential against Tennessee. So my problem is the inconsistency and the same mistakes being made week after week after week. And all you got to do is watch 4th and 5 on Mondays when DJ breaks down the game.
Yep.
And he's to the point, here we go again. I'm tired of talking about this.
Yeah. All right, I put this up. I didn't mean to put it over your face, Jesse, but these are the shirts that were handed out in the locker room.
Oh, my God.
I have comments here. First off, we're handing out T-shirts to the team for winning 6 games. There's a problem with that. Okay, we are celebrating the epitome of mediocrity. There's 110 teams that make a bowl game because there's like 50 or 55 bowls or whatever it is now. 110 teams make bowl, and we're passing out T-shirts. And not only that, these are T-shirts that look like they were designed by the School for the Blind. I mean, obviously they did not go to Mixed Design to get these shirts made. So,
Nope.
I mean, this is
Never
pitiful,
mind, I'm not going to say
y'all.
what I was thinking.
I had to get that in there. That was just that shirt was awful.
Even worse, they're going to be walking the halls of the university wearing those shirts, proud of themselves. Like, look at this.
Well,
this is my swag.
You know, to go and quote one of the greatest football movies ever made, attitude reflects leadership. When the leadership sets a goal of making a bowl, the team's going to follow. You know,
Well, but at the same, well, okay, but MC, wait a minute, okay. At the end of the day, being in the postseason, especially in football, is where you want to end up.
yeah.
But here's the thing: how many times in the last 25 years? All right, since we are on the cusp of 2025, I'm gonna go ahead and say the last 25 years.
We're close enough. Yeah.
Have we come down to the last 2 or 3 games to get us to bowl eligibility? These other teams, Vanderbilt, how many times Vanderbilt been ranked this year? They locked up bowl eligibility already. All right? How to the SEC is bowl eligible before Arkansas can even smell it? And we're depending on Louisiana Tech to be bowl eligible? And we're celebrating this with a shirt from Timu? From Wish?
I mean, not only that, but like A-State was bowl eligible before we were. A-State. All due respect to our Glue's employer, A-State had it before we did, long before we did.
Dude, they're a game ahead. They won today. They beat Monroe today. They are 7-4 with one game left.
So if we're gonna play this game, all right. By the way, I've become unhinged.
I think we all came into this one a little unhinged.
Oh no, this is carryover from Thursday night. Okay, here's the thing: if everybody, if I'm, let me see if I can do this right. All right, hey, Butch Jones has got A-State bowl eligible before Arkansas. Let's go hire him to be a head coach of Arkansas.
No, we can't do that because he can't rap.
Yeah, we need a rapping
Sweet
coach.
mother of God!
He doesn't love the state. He didn't promise this would be his last job.
Well,
He doesn't care about the university the way Sam does.
I have it on good authority that he doesn't like a good old cold beer either. So,
Hey,
What
at
else
this
am I
point-
missing? There's another talking point from the mediocrity crowd that I'm missing.
I don't know.
Wait. All right, I know. Look, okay, I know we have to wait to put comments up, but I got to do this.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Did that put up?
I mean, while we're pulling that up, like at this
Jesse put
point,
Sam Jones up there.
at this point, if I have to choose between a cold beer and a corny dog, I'll tell you which one I'm taking. Okay.
Wow! Oh my God! He actually did it.
Yes. Oh my God.
Sam Jones coming in clutch. Zach Kerr,
Yeah.
boy, you're doing goat yoga stretching to find that silver lining.
Hey,
And,
I mean,
You know what though? You know what? He's fitting right in with Hog Twitter right now, doing the acrobatics they're doing to justify celebrating 6 wins.
but why? Why do we want? This is the
Because
okay,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
We're
why. I put this,
celebrating mediocrity, MC.
but I'll tell you why. I put this on my Twitter about an hour ago. And here's what I put out there. I put out there that the most damage that we don't like to name did was not to the football program itself. It was to the fan base, because now a loud majority of this fan base is celebrating mediocrity, and they're okay with, well, at least he ain't Chad Morris bad.
I feel like we've heard this.
Louder.
Wait, guys, yeah, right. Guys, I feel like we've heard this before for the last 4 years.
Oh,
At
no,
least it's. Wait, can I say it? I'm going to say this one thing. I promise. I'm not ever going to cross this line. But MC's gave me the loaded gun. I'm going to pull the trigger. At least it's not Trump. Okay, that's the only line I'm going to cross. All right.
Well, no, that's the thing. If you were listening during the broadcast, they kept making comparisons between Pitt and Nutt, and I was like, "No, sir, you stop talking like that. Don't put that evil on me."
Look, I am not a Houston Nutt defender by any means, but the fact that anybody tries to compare Sam Pittman to Houston Nutt is blasphemy. Okay, that dude won the West 3 times. Okay, now I'm really mad because people are making me defend Houston Nutt.
Hang on, but MC, and as I've been doing for the last week in defense of the kidney stone. Here's the thing. All right, 4 out of 5 years, Sam Pittman's gone bowling. Okay, number two. Here's the devil's advocate. His best year, wait for it, came with Chad Morris players. Mm-hmm. People that Chad Morris recruited was his best year, and you're trying to tell me that you're gonna 4 out of 5 years? No, sir. 3 out of 5 because that first one never happened.
Everybody that played in 2020, I think everybody, got a bowl invite because there were only like 70-something teams that actually played. Arkansas went 3-7 that year. The bowl game got canceled because allegedly, I don't know if it was our team or if it was TCU.
So TCU supposedly had COVID, but what
they had an outbreak. Yeah,
TCU would have wiped the field with us.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it.
Okay,
I mean,
but
again, look.
Here's the thing. I've met Sam Pittman. I've talked to Sam Pittman. He's a good old boy, literally. He should have. Lightning could not have struck twice.
Here's the best case scenario that can happen at this point. Let's just say, for kicks and giggles. See how I censored myself there? Kicks and giggles. We go to Missouri. We pull off a win. That's 7. We go to Memphis or Birmingham. It's going to be one of those two. And we win the bowl game, and he goes 8-4. Dude, limp yourself off into the sunset, okay? Limp off into the sunset. You'll go away a legend, and the program looks semi-attractive.
I'm gonna say this because again I'm gonna harken back to another Central Arkansas radio show who does a similar post game to what we do, and a caller. I'm gonna leave names out of this, but a few weeks ago, a caller called in the post game show and said, "I can see the improvement. We are making progress. Things are getting better." And the radio host, who I'm not gonna name drop because I don't want to piss anybody off, said, "You go on the road, you beat an Auburn and a Mississippi State team, who are last in the SEC. You get blown out by Ole Miss. You get beaten down by LSU, and you get lucky against Tennessee. Are we really getting better?" The answer to that question, peeps, no.
It depends on your definition of better, because, and hear me out before you start shooting holes in my argument here, because
I'd never do that.
I'm stretching here myself. I'm not quite goat yoga stretching, but I'm stretching. If you look at overall offensive statistics from last year to this year, there is a vast improvement. Okay, we're averaging about another 150 to 175 total yards per game. Our third down conversions have almost doubled in the completion percentage there. Rushing touchdowns are through the roof up. We had our rushing touchdown record from last year broke by the Oklahoma State game. Now, a lot of that is swayed because of playing Pine Bluff Junior High. But if you want to, technically there is improvement on the offensive side. Now, where there is not improvement, special teams, turning the ball over,
defensive consistency.
Okay,
yes. But MC, yes, we can move the ball,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't get it in the end zone. Moving the ball doesn't mean a damn thing
Oh,
if you
between
cannot
the
score
20s.
points.
Between the 20s, man, we're looking like vintage Petrino offense at times.
That's what I was going to say. Is
Yeah.
like all that improvement we've had on offense. How much of that is Petrino versus how much of that is Pitt?
I mean, according to what Pitt said when he hired Petrino, Pitt was going completely hands off with the offense, and he was going to go be a GA for the offensive line coach. If he's playing GA, he wouldn't get a job trying to get an offensive line coach somewhere, because every year that he's been here, the offensive line has gotten progressively worse, and that's supposed to be like his wheelhouse, his expertise.
Jesse, does this sound like a conversation you and I had just a week or two ago?
Pretty much.
Did I not say he was supposed to be hands-on more with the offensive line? Then tell me why. If he's supposed to be this, excuse me, if he's supposed to be this offensive line guru and be so great at the offensive line, because everybody keeps harking back to 2013 to 2015
Right.
under Brett Bielema, when we had the largest offensive line in football, not just college, not just pros, in football.
Yeah, in all of football. But now I will say that they had that group was a lot more talented than anybody we've got on the roster right now.
Hang on, Zach. Let me jump in here.
Well, I got one more thing, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Easy. This ain't the morning propaganda show. You can't get by with that.
I'm just one more thing. If he's supposed to be this great offensive line guy, why then? Like MC said, why is it that every year he's been here, our offensive line is complete garbage?
Yeah.
I'll shut up, and I will apologize to my sponsor for the F-bomb that almost got dropped and hand it to Jesse.
Here's my thing. Other than the university and Propaganda Plus telling us that Sam Pittman is a good recruiter and a good offensive line coach, what facts can you present me to back that?
Not a damn thing.
Because, yeah, he was great at Georgia. But Georgia
I could be great at Georgia.
I could be great at Georgia. Georgia won their national titles after Sam left.
Valid point is valid.
And I got this real quick. Another playoff hope is in the cards and not looking real good right now. Auburn's up 14-0 on A&M and driving.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
They just picked off Marcel Reed into the first quarter. Auburn has the ball up 14-0 on the Aggies.
Man, today has been one of those whacked out days, and it started with Florida this morning. They
I
put
blame-
that bad juju in the air.
I blame
And-
MC for this.
You blame me? Why are you blaming me?
Because he came out in our team chat and said, I don't know, I just got a weird feeling about how today's going to go.
No, that was Jesse. That wasn't me.
That was
Yeah.
he.
Okay, well, it was one of you.
And the best part is you can't fire Jesse for it now.
I'm never
All right, guys, let's take a quick break, catch our
All right.
breath here from Allen Kerr, and then we'll come back and we'll get in this Allen Kerr live fan feedback, see what the fans have to say today. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Allen Kerr, president and founder of Allen Kerr Advisors. As an advisor group, our goal is to ensure a positive reputation with government agencies and legislative bodies to provide timely and proactive solutions for all of our clients. We have successfully represented our clients with targeted campaigns that get results. Our focus is on the insurance industry, but we're experts in other areas of business as well. We're a full-service, nationwide advisor group with legislative and regulatory relationship networks in all 50 states. We can assist companies in getting their first certificate of operation and then help them expand nationwide. We can also help businesses create and launch new products, setting up standard risk pools, and creating captive entities. So, if you're planning a company expansion, if you plan to create a captive, if you have a dispute with a regulator, or if you need an expert witness to win your case, if you're planning a merger or acquisition, or if you just need legislative guidance or access, your next call should be to Allen Kerr Advisors. Give us a call or click that contact button on the top of our website at allenkerradvisors.com.
Welcome
right.
back, everybody, to the Allen Kerr Advisors fifth quarter post-game show and my farewell tour.
Yeah, we are definitely sending Jesse out with a bang tonight. I mean, you would, if you didn't know better, if you didn't see the score, the way we're all acting tonight, you probably thought Arkansas lost. Arkansas did not lose.
They tried.
Although
They tried.
they tried to present an early Thanksgiving gift to Louisiana Tech, and Tech was like, "Nah, man, we're good. We're good."
So,
Luckily, the only offense worse than Louisiana Tech in football is UAPB.
so last night I was able to celebrate my dad's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Kerr.
We went to
Yes, sir. Happy birthday again.
we went to Murray's Dinner Playhouse here in Little Rock, and if you guys
Nice.
Central Arkansas area, you guys need to come down and see this. They put plays on while you eat. It's a real cool place. We've gone several times growing up. This was our first time back in many, many years. And I forget what Dad and I were talking about. And I looked at him and I said, I'm in an abusive relationship. And he kind of looks at me funny and he goes, I'm a Razorback fan and a Cowboy fan. I'm in an abusive relationship with both of them because I keep coming back every year knowing I'm going to get my heart broken.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up.
I have compared being an Arkansas football fan, well, just an Arkansas fan in general. I've made this comparison many, many times, and to me, it fits perfectly. We've all seen Peanuts cartoons. We've all seen the one where Charlie Brown tries to kick the football and Lucy moves it at the last second. That's the epitome of being an Arkansas fan.
Hey, random squirrel thought, though. Speaking of Peanuts, the voice of Charlie Brown and Lucy are going to be here in Central Arkansas on December 7th.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
Auburn just scored again.
Good. Oh, my God.
Wow. Well, and Oklahoma's driving. They're down. Just went inside the red zone, passed to the end zone, incomplete. Now they're down 3-0, but they recovered a fumble from Alabama, and they've driven down the field with it.
Jesse, what are the fans saying over in the Allen Kerr Advisors Fly Fan Feedback?
We got Justin Garrison in the house, says, bowl it, baby. He's not wrong. I'll leave it at that.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Coming up
Royalty
next.
in the house, Miss Casey Sutton. Hi, guys. Best of luck to you, Jesse. Thank you, Casey.
No, ma'am.
I'll still be around from time to time.
No, ma'am. We're not going to do this whole best of luck, Jesse. No.
Garrett Ray, good luck, Jesse, as well. Garrett had a few other comments. Garrett, we're going to touch on those as we go on in the show. We're not ignoring you, but you've got a couple points, and we'll bring them up as we go through the show.
Why has everybody got to give Jesse good luck?
Because they love me.
That's the.
I'm a lovable guy. Just don't ask the people on Facebook that I've been arguing with all day.
I was fixing to say. Well, there's a couple people I bet I could ask that kind of.
Man, I bet you I've been blocked already because I was going scorched earth before we got on the air.
Oh, I guarantee you, a gentleman from Marshall, Arkansas by the name of Noah Cash thinks I am the worst thing to ever set foot on this earth.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it.
You can't fire me, Zach.
Hey, Matt Hart. Matt, I would be interested to see Matt's take on all the overzealous 6-win celebration we're seeing tonight. So, Matt, if you're still watching, give me your quick synopsis of the printing of the T-shirts and Larry the bowling ball and getting ready to basically hang a banner for winning 6 games.
You know what? Hey, I'll do him one better. I'll do him one better, MC.
Okay.
Let's bring him live on the show.
Hey, if he's got time, we got room.
If he's got time, we'll make room for him.
Hold on. Let me see if I can go get him. Hang on.
Okay.
Sam Jones with another zinger. A hanging Chad is a better recruiter than Sam Hitton.
Oh, God.
Oh, Brad Staten, Air Force in the house. I am late, and you guys might have covered it, but are we happy with being bowl eligible? I am not. We are not good right now. You did miss it, Brad, and we're going to lose some fans tonight over our opinion.
I'll say this, Brad. Once we are finished with the live, it might be worth going back and watching the first 90 seconds or so of the show to get our full reactions because I think you will be thoroughly entertained.
Well, like Sam I said, Jones with another one. Zach Kerr. Supposedly, he's the best offensive line coach in college football, but he lost the number 1 offensive lineman in the state to our rival down in LSU.
Yeah, and that's a kid over at Marion that is just an absolute beast. But honestly, and could you blame any kid for going out of state right now to another program, maybe like an LSU or an Ole Miss?
Here's the thing.
Or the kid from Parkview, the D-back from Parkview, is committed to Oklahoma right now. Now, there are rumblings, even saw this from our boy Matt Hart, that maybe he's not 100% all in on Boomer Sooner, but it's just rumblings. So, but I mean, honestly, right now, I can't blame a kid for going where they feel like they have a better opportunity at winning somewhere else.
Well, come on. You know recruits out there in a big hurry to play in the right barbecue participation bowl. You know they are.
Sam Jones. We almost lost to Terry Bradshaw Tech. Yes,
it was very iffy early on. I mean, it was kind of like vintage Bradshaw was back out there.
Well, you were talking about losing recruits, right?
Yeah.
At least we have the number one kicker. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
He's no longer committed to us. He's doing
this
Florida.
now. Speaking of, you want to talk about a dude that has turned it around? How about Billy Napier, man?
Then you know what, MC? Let's go hire Billy Napier for our next head freaking football coach.
Hey,
we ain't got the $30 million to pay out his contract at Florida.
There's not many dudes in the SEC that I would not take right now.
We don't have the $1 million to pay Mike Neighbors to get him out. I'm telling you. I apologize to all of our sponsors and the rest of my staff. I have become unhinged because of this football team.
We're going to have to get us a sponsorship with a company that produces gummies because we're going to have to calm Zach down a little bit.
Zach drank that
I'll have to
sugar-free
drive up
Kool-Aid.
the road here and cross over into Missouri and talk to some folks for y'all.
Here's the thing, guys. We got one game left in the regular season, okay? And yes, whoopty freaking doodly doo, we're going bowling. Big freaking whoop. This team, all we heard all off season long, from the minute Bobby Petrino was hired until kickoff of the UAPB game, and even after we played Pine Bluff High School, was, oh my God, we've got so much talent on this team. Oh my God, we're going to be great. Oh my God. I even heard an 11-2 record. Come on, guys.
Yeah, like we were going to the playoffs, all that. I mean, but
if we have so much talent on this team, then tell me why Taylon Green continues to make boneheaded mistakes that he knows he should not make. Like, I don't know, running 15 yards backwards to run 4 yards forwards.
Look, and I got one thing to say about that. That crap should have stopped after the Oklahoma State game.
Thank you.
The fact that he is making the same mistakes now that he made in the Oklahoma State game tells me that something is not computing somewhere. Either he doesn't trust himself, he doesn't trust the offense, or he doesn't trust his teammates.
Okay, I am not attacking either one of these people I'm about to name. Okay? What I'm going to say is they are not SEC caliber players. Taylon Green, not an SEC caliber quarterback. Blackstock, not an SEC caliber lineman.
Hey, he is a 5-star bullfighter is what Blackstock is.
He was in so Kudus could protect his red shirt, and what's going to be real funny is when Kudus transfers out this year.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're going to protect that red shirt for Kudus, and then he's going to announce, probably about as quick as the Missouri game's over, that, hey, I'm hitting the portal. And speaking of that, I was looking at Twitter just now. Speaking of guys that I think are going to hit the portal, and I want y'all's take on this. Braylon Russell just tweeted out, Hey y'all, I'm not injured. I'm perfectly fine. Okay, then why the hell did he not see the ball today?
I have my suppositions about that. And do you want a nice guy answer, or do you want the realistic, unhinged?
No, we don't. This ain't the morning show that runs 6 to 9.
We are not Propaganda Plus.
We want the real truth. We don't want propaganda.
Okay, let me try to PG this as best as I can.
While you're gathering that, I just want you to know Brad Staten took a shot at you and said Zach is acting like he just became unhinged.
But see, that's the thing about Brad is I'm Army, he's Air Force. He thinks he's smarter than me. He's not taking a shot at me. It's the truth. I've been unhinged. I've just been able to hide it well.
So what is your conspiracy theory on Braylon Russell?
Rashad Dubinion threw a little bitch fit.
Okay.
That's why you saw so much more of Rashad Dubinion tonight than you did.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, Braylon is still a freshman.
Yes.
Braylon is, and they're trying to protect him from getting hurt again.
Do you think we see Braylon Russell next Saturday at Missouri?
No, I do not. I think you're going to see Jaquindon Jackson 100% the entire game.
See,
He
I would
can't hold
I
up
would
the
have
whole
to.
game.
Yeah, he can't. He's gonna run the ball 3 consecutive times, and then he's gonna do this, and he's gonna have to come to the sideline for a couple plays. I don't know why, unless there is something to all this about Russell, and there's nothing out there saying that he's going to leave, but I just find it really weird the timing of his tweet after the game that said, "Hey, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not injured."
Well, okay, but we see this all the time at other schools though, where good example. Oh my God, the wide receiver out of Ole Miss who's been injured like the entire season.
Oh, Harris.
Did they not come out in pregame and say he was going to play and was available?
He played. He got hurt.
Played. He got hurt again.
That's why they're holding Braylon out. I guarantee. I mean, that's my opinion of it.
So he made this tweet 25 minutes ago. It's 7:29 right now. He made this tweet at 7:04.
So right after we went live.
Okay, so this looks to be like his real account. It doesn't look to be a fake.
You know what I think's going on?
NIL negotiations.
He tweeted out earlier in the year he was looking for an agent.
Yep.
And Pittman's like, "Oh darn, I can't screw this kid over like I did Pooh Paul and Snacks Johnson."
It was right after the Tennessee game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had some good carries in the Tennessee game.
He had a solid game.
He was SEC Freshman of the Year caliber against Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And
but at the same time, that Mississippi State game, all the fans were like, "Yeah, we look so much better. Mississippi State was trash."
We beat them worse than anybody else did, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's
we played 70 on UAPB game 1. We beat number 4 Tennessee. Tell me something else, Jesse. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Hang on.
I can tell you something. I can tell you a theory I have about the Tennessee game. You want to hear my theory on that? The coach for 2025 was decided after the Tennessee game. It didn't matter what happened the rest of the year. Sam was not getting fired.
Oh, no.
Nope, because he pulled in NIL with goalpost sales.
Yeah. Speaking of Sam.
Goalpost sales that weren't even goalposts. They were PVC pipe from Home Depot.
Speaking of Sam,
Did you order some?
It ain't that hard to figure out.
I'm gonna read one of Sam's post game comments here, and I want to see what y'all and everybody in the comments too. Y'all in the comments, I want to see what y'all have to say about this, because Sam was talking about it in the post game, and of course my Twitter refreshed and it went away, so I'll go from memory as best I can here. He didn't think about his job security one time. It was never anything that entered his mind, and he would like for us all just to move on from that because it hurts recruiting. You know what hurts recruiting?
Sam Pittman hurts recruiting.
Losing hurts recruiting.
Are you talking about the one? My audio cut out. You're talking about the one where he said y'all have been making a lot of money off my job status?
No, he said tonight in the postgame, somebody asked him about, does he feel like that this saved his job or whatever, and he made the comment that not one time this season has he thought about job security, and he wishes that we would move on from it because it hurts recruiting.
The full. I'm looking at the full quote here, coming from ESPN Arkansas. Quote: "Y'all have been making lots of money off my job status. I haven't one time worried about my job. I
Yeah,
wish
that's it.
he'd move on because it kills us in recruiting. That came from Pittman on if he feels relief after picking up 6th win. I'm scrolling Twitter to see if I can find.
You know what else Pittman said this year that really chaps me to no end and gets my blood boiling?
I don't know.
That was last year. He hadn't pulled an I don't know this year. No. That's a good one, Loki. I'll give you that
That
one.
was
You almost
good.
got me off
Yes.
guard.
That's why we call him the wise man, y'all.
No, the one that got me was when he did the blue light special comment before the
Uh-huh.
Ole Miss game.
Uh-huh.
And he said, but we're going to be good next year because we're going to have revenue sharing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, guess what? So is every other damn team in the country.
Yeah.
And every other team in the country is going to have the same amount of revenue sharing that we do.
Well, and I
And every other
explained
team
this.
in the country
Yeah.
is also going to have a bigger collective than we do, like they do now. So it's literally going to do nothing.
Yeah.
The number one player in the high school class this year just decommitted from LSU. Carolyn Williams brought it up in the comments, so I want to
Yep,
give her
I
a
saw
shout
that.
out.
Yeah.
And is going to Michigan for $12 million. That's
How many?
over
How many?
double what Arch Manning is making.
Yeah. And how many NFL quarterbacks are making that?
Hey,
I mean, outside of
Dak.
your elite ones, outside of your Lamar Jacksons, and yeah, I mean, obviously Dak is not elite, but he's making that money. Outside of your big money guys.
I'd be elite too if I was playing on freshman mode in Madden 24. Hey, guys, real quick. I know we're. This is the post game show for the Razorbacks, but we gotta mention this. Big shout out to the San Francisco 49ers and our boy Brandon Allen.
BA.
He is going to be starting for
Yeah.
the Niners tomorrow.
Yep.
In what Fox is calling America's Game of the Week because the Cowboys aren't playing.
Have they really played all season, Zach?
No.
I mean,
Hang on.
Look, Loki, look. You know the season is bad when the stadium fall apart.
Yeah.
Even the stadium is giving up, man.
Even the stadium's like, all right, I'll see y'all next year.
No, something else Garrett said earlier, talking about the pods for SEC, since we're not going to have divisions anymore, talking about the pods. I want to talk about that for a minute because that's an interesting thing because
Where did he make
right
that?
now it kind of looked like we had a set-in-stone front runner or two set-in-stone front runners in the SEC. It was going to be Texas and Texas A&M.
Yeah.
But it's not so much looking like that anymore because Texas A&M, granted it's still the first half, but they've taken a prime Mike Tyson left and a right to the jaw in the first half, and it's going to be hard to come back from.
That fight last Saturday. No, they didn't.
I said a prime Mike Tyson.
prime.
Zach,
Oh,
listen.
I didn't say that. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I was buffering. Sorry.
As my grandpa would say about A&M right now, so far they ain't pissed a drop.
No, Jesse, sorry, I didn't hear that one part because I was still buffering, so I didn't hear the prime part.
Yeah, but apparently A&M is playing like that one shot from last Saturday's fight. So,
the one that nobody got to see because
no,
Man,
everybody
No, the
saw
one
that
everybody
shot.
got to see because it was the only time Netflix worked.
right.
I
Okay, so
think
let's get-
A&M.
Hold on. Let's get back on track here. Give me okay. I'm gonna go around the room here, and I'm still trying to figure out my answer to this question. So I'm gonna let y'all answer this. And Loki, since you're kind of in the background here, we'll let you go first. Give me something positive that came out of the game today,
Come back to me.
and that about sums it up.
Yeah.
MC.
Andrew Armstrong got his 1,000-yard receiving for the year.
But he only has one touchdown.
Yeah.
That is wrong.
How does that happen?
Hey, okay, hold on. I got to put my boss hat on one more time for Jesse before he leaves tonight. Will you please stop taking my one-liner?
No.
Dang it.
Seriously, dude has over 1,000 yards. He is in pretty elite company as far as Arkansas receivers.
Again,
You're talking like guys like Anthony Lucas,
Jarius
Wright, some of those guys.
He has passed Jarius Wright and Treylon Burks.
Yeah, that's pretty elite company when it comes to Arkansas receivers. But the man has 1 touchdown. How?
Because again, MC, I'm hearkening back to your comment earlier in the postgame show. Okay, the offensive numbers have increased from last year, but you cannot get into the end zone. You can move the ball up and down
tonight.
Yeah,
he had more tonight than Armstrong's had all year, and he's got 6 targets on the year.
Yeah, but the man almost died again tonight.
Yeah,
And then the announcers tried to blame him for the fumble.
Yeah, there was a hospital ball thrown.
I'm gonna ask again, and I asked this on Thursday, and I asked this in the postgame of Texas. Who the hell is C.J. Brown, and why is he on the field?
I can see him being on the field in special teams, but yes, I see where you're going with that because I brought it up in the group chat.
You know who didn't see the field tonight? Skillet Hands Broden.
Hey, I thought of something positive that came from the game tonight.
Okay.
The team got a free shirt.
Yes.
That goes right along with our comment from Savage.
Oh,
we got bowl eligible.
No, the next one. Look at her next one.
Jesse, you got to hit the louder one for Loki on that.
And then Sarah comes back with, he can't finish.
Louder.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Phrasing? No.
I don't know.
Guys, I hate to seem like the old man yelling at the cloud, but are we really celebrating 6 wins this month, this much? And I don't mean us in this group. I mean us as a fan base.
He says he doesn't want to be the old man, but notice he's the eldest of the staff.
Yeah. So respect your elders, by God.
When have I ever done that?
Well, I stand with Team Old Guy on this one, if that be the case. I mean,
but he's got to. But go back on his point. You're absolutely right, MC. Why are we seeming like we're a top 4 team right now?
Yeah, I mean the way the fan base is acting on social media, you would have thought these guys just locked up, a playoff berth.
Like, that's why. I mean, great. Hey, we're going to a bowl game. That's awesome. That's great. We're in the postseason again for the 3rd. And I'm sorry. Everybody keeps saying 4 out of 5 years. No, sir. It's 3 out of 5 years. I'm not counting 2020 because the game never happened. If the ball
was never put in play, then the bowl doesn't count.
But here's the thing. We're starting to become I'm about to make this analogy, and I'm about to get blasted by all 3 of these guys, and I'm ready for it. We're starting to become just like Kentucky football fans, where we're accepting 8-4 as the top of the mountain, and we're okay with it every single year.
Okay.
And I get it. Okay, and I'm about to get up on my soapbox again and become a little bit unhinged, and that's okay. I don't give a damn about going back to Memphis every single year. I don't. I do not care. Strive
Here it is,
for
boys.
Something better. Strive for something better.
Straight from the official football Twitter. For the 4th time in 5 years, we're going bowling.
No.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
Wait.
I see Larry.
If we, first off, throw the bowling ball at the jukebox, okay? Just do it. Get it done.
Hashtag retire the jukebox.
And then wipe up the glass and stuff with the T-shirt.
Secondly, and let me get real deep here and pull out one of those hot takes and turn the whole fan base against me. How is it we can celebrate going to being a mediocre team and going to a mediocre bowl, but we can't show up for our basketball team with our top flight coach?
Oh, preach.
Thank you.
Louder.
Thank you. My God,
yeah, that's getting clipped and going to TikTok as soon as we're done.
I was there last night. It was better, but it wasn't good.
I am going to do one thing, and I'm glad I'm 4 hours away, and he doesn't know where I live. Jesse told all of us he was going last night, and he was going to be there wearing his Hog Tua shirt. I have picture proof the man was not in his Hog Tua shirt.
Zach's crying. At
Man,
least I was at Bud Walton,
no,
unlike half
the
of the fan base.
The man quits the show. The man leaves the show and doesn't wear his Hog Tua shirt. I'm offended. It's 20.
I was in bachelor mode for the last 2 nights, and I don't know how to work my wife's laundry machine. I bought her one of them fancy all-in-ones. I don't know how to work that thing.
Dude, don't you
Laundry
know
room was broken, wasn't it?
Yes.
If you know how to operate it, don't buy it. I just set myself up for a joke from Loki. Oh my God.
No. I'm gonna let that.
Zach,
one go.
you shouldn't have a phone then.
Right.
Oh! Oh! Wow.
All right, I got to
man.
get to Sam's comment real quick
Yeah.
here. Sam Jones coming in with another one. He's on fire tonight. And I think this sums up pretty much all of my inner circle's feelings on football. If Pittman is retained, I don't care anything about this season. It's always a bunch of lies and hype. I expect the worst at this point.
Louder!
Well, and apparently 6 is the goal because, a couple weeks ago on his weekly radio show that he does with Chuck on Wednesday nights or whenever it is, Pittman made a comment that kind of slid under the radar, and he was talking about how we have I'm not looking at that right now. I got to make my point, and then I'll look at it. He's talking about we still have an opportunity to reach our goal and make a bowl game. And it kind of slid under the radar. A few people caught it, but for the most part, nobody said anything. But this proves tonight, when you're printing up shirts, and his shirt doesn't even have the logo on it. It's got this red generic helmet and says Arkansas Bowl bound. I mean, it looks like somebody who was unlicensed took their Cricut in their dining room table and printed this shirt up. I mean, it's bad enough that you're going to do it, but if you're going to do it, don't half-ass it. At least make it something with the official logo. FFS.
That the same.
It's like I said in the team chat. Like I said in the team chat, that shirt looks like it was designed by a kindergarten class that got told if they're class 1, they get to go to the bowl game.
Maybe we should give them some basketball tickets. Maybe they'll
maybe
they'll show up. Yeah,
they will cheer too loudly. So,
oh my God, this is just
Sam. That damn jukebox is playing Sarah McLachlan at this point.
Excuse me, guys. I got to go adopt 100 dogs. I'll be back.
And then Sarah's got a good one here. Then doing the radio show on a Wednesday night during a men's basketball game is disrespectful to me. There's 4 other days in a week.
That is not wrong.
You know what? That makes it a tough choice on the nursing homes. Are they going to take them down to the Catfish Hole for Sam's show, or are they going to bus them on over to Bud Walton? I mean, come on. Let's make it easier on the senior citizens here.
Exactly.
All right, I gotta read this tweet, and I'm not gonna name drop who it's from.
We may force you to. So just read it, and we'll determine if they need to be outed or not.
You don't want me to do that.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
If you aren't at least happy for the players to have an extra game left to
I
play,
saw this.
so be it.
I
know
saw
just
that.
being bowl eligible shouldn't be the end goal. They all know, as do I, that 9 regular season wins was possible. Losing sucks, especially how they've done it over the past 2.5 years. But I'm still happy for the men on this team, no matter what.
Yeah, we're not out. We're not giving that turd publicity on our show.
Oh, I thought it might have been the one that said the billboard caused us to lose last week. I can say that because I'm leaving after tonight.
See, I'm so glad you went like that. And you know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Here's the thing. 9 wins was never possible.
Well, okay, hear me out.
MC, check your audio, dude.
Okay, I'm multitasking. That's what's doing it.
Nah.
While he's multitasking, 9 wins was extremely possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In what universe?
If you beat Oklahoma
In a
State,
universe where they
you're
find
setting
consistency.
Yeah. Listen, okay, hear me out, Zach. If you beat Oklahoma State, you're sitting at 7 right now. Beating Missouri would be 8. Winning a bowl game would be 9.
Okay, that's 9 total. That's not regular season wins.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going
Jesse.
total. I'm not going regular season.
Oh, I can see it regular season. If you play consistently, the only 2 games that you don't win in the regular season are
Okay.
Ole Miss and LSU. Every other game we were in.
Okay,
Well, Jesse, bowls are not part of the season.
this is
Oh, that's right. That's right. Finishing doesn't include bowls.
That's exactly why I said it. You know why? Okay. Okay, I have the bowl game that we're going to. And I'm gonna give credit here because this is too golden to pass up. At Old Davis, OLE Davis 22 on Twitter says this.
Yeah, I follow him. He's a good follow.
Impact's Pearl Bowl, here we come.
Got a couple. Well, actually, let's grab a quick break, catch our breath again, hear from
Okay.
Allen Kerr one more time, and
yes,
then we've
real
got
quick.
some zingers in the comments we got to get to.
Real quick, I've got one legit stat I want to pass on. Defensive lineman Landon Jackson has recorded at least 1 sack in 4 consecutive games this season. He is the first Razorback defender to register 1 or more sacks in 4 straight games since defensive lineman Dietrich Wise did it in
2014. Yeah.
The first player, the first defensive lineman.
First defensive lineman.
Okay, I was about to say, because I'm pretty sure Drew Sanders had a sack in dang near every game.
Yeah. But with that, we're going to go to break. You're listening to the Allen Kerr Advisors 5th quarter postgame show right here on the Sideline Radio Network. Back right after this.
Hi, I'm Allen Kerr, President and founder of Allen Kerr Advisors. As an advisor group, our goal is to ensure a positive reputation with government agencies and legislative bodies to provide timely and proactive solutions for all of our clients. We have successfully represented our clients with targeted campaigns that get results. Our focus is on the insurance industry, but we're experts in other areas of business as well. We're a full-service, nationwide advisor group with legislative and regulatory relationship networks in all 50 states. We can assist companies in getting their first certificate of operation and then help them expand nationwide. We can also help businesses create and launch new products, setting up standard risk pools, and creating captive entities. So, if you're planning a company expansion, if you plan to create a captive, if you have a dispute with a regulator, or if you need an expert witness to win your case, if you're planning a merger or acquisition, or if you just need legislative guidance or access, your next call should be to Allen Kerr Advisors. Give us a call or click that contact button on the top of our website at allenkerradvisors.com.
And
All
we're
right, welcome back, everybody.
Okay, so I've been scrolling Twitter during the break, and I noticed 2 different things. Did y'all know Cam Little was at the game today?
Pretty sure he's at the
I
basketball game last night, too. Let me know if I'm
Yeah.
right on that, Sarah.
Somehow he was the best player in the stadium.
And here's another, here's another stat for you about Sean Blackstock. He personally wiped out 46 rushing yards with holding penalties today. That's coming from Andrew Hutchinson at NWA Hutch.
Had to protect Kudus' red shirt for LSU or Tennessee or probably Ole Miss.
Yeah, probably Ole Miss.
And Sarah said Little was there last night. I thought I'd seen somebody say he was there last night. But let's jump back into the Allen Kerr live fan feedback.
We got some good ones over there.
Dennis Gamble. Being a Razorback fan during the Pittman era might entitle me to compensation. At least we only had to deal with Chad for 2 years.
Yeah. I have something I want to throw in that I put on Twitter earlier that kind of sparked a little debate back and forth between me and one of the Hog Twitter members that ties back to Morris, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
And then Sarah says, and this was funny because we couldn't help but laugh sitting there last night. Did our students at least hold the banner right side up today?
Yeah, they had the Cal banner upside down last night. Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad. I'm like,
Yeah.
Last night, it was an interesting game.
Yeah. Look, I'm not in panic mode over hoops.
Oh,
we,
but MC, we lost. Oh my God, we lost. Season's over. Hang it up. Fire cow.
you know,
fire
we lost to Baylor, which at the time was a top 10 loss. Last night, people were kind of freaking out about a 12-point win. Look, I saw them do things that they hadn't been able to do yet. I saw them when the thing got close, they come down, they immediately got a bucket, and shut the run down. And I mean, look, guys are going to get tired. You're playing with 7 dudes right now. Guys are going to get tired.
Yeah, but
just keep putting the W's up right now.
We have
Little Rock was scrappy, and they let them be scrappy. There was some
MC
extracurriculars.
We said this on the Dave Ellswick show yesterday morning. This team has not been 100% healthy all season.
No, and I don't know if we need to take John L. Davis to a hypnotist to make him realize that he's a former conference player of the year, but maybe go find Stella so she can help him get his groove back. I don't know what we got to do, but that man is struggling, and I think he's in his own head right now. I think is the problem. I think he's over his injury. I think his problem now is between his ears.
Might help if there were fans cheering for him.
What was that, Loki? I'm sorry.
I said it might help if there were fans in the stands to cheer for him. That might help him get past faster.
It couldn't hurt.
I watched him I got there pretty early last night before Sarah and crew got there, and I sat up there and I watched him, and he drained about 6 or 7 threes in a row from the corner. He'd miss one, and he'd hit another 5 or 6 in a row. He's got his shot. He's just in his head on the floor, and it showed with that missed layup. After that missed layup, it was...
Yeah.
Real quick, guys, I do want to make one big announcement before, if we're wrapping up here. I don't know how long.
We're not wrapping up, Zach. Wait till final thoughts. You know how this works.
Well, no, this was not about you, Jesse.
I don't care if it's about me. I'm still here. We're going to run the show how the show runs.
Look at Jesse.
Final thoughts is announcements.
I'm so glad because I want to fire him right now. I never have my way on this show anymore.
This one, you may get a kick out of this one, Zach. Brad Staten, if worms carried machine guns. I figured you'd get a kick out of that one. That one's got that military ties to it.
There's some military humor there,
but I know
kind of went over
there's
my
something
head.
there.
Yeah.
Eric Jernigan, A&M and Okie Light were wins. They just couldn't reach out and get a hold of them. They can't. Well, they can reach out and get a hold of a defensive lineman.
Yeah, we definitely had opportunities to win both of those games. But I mean, how many times have we said that about the A&M game? That's like a yearly tradition. We have our opportunity and we can't grab it. Speaking of having an opportunity and not grabbing it, I saw something about another team today that I gotta share on Twitter, and I think we're all gonna get a big kick out of this because we all have the same feelings about this team. This popped up on my timeline just a couple minutes ago. For those who can't see it, it is the miss in the Ole Miss logo, and somebody has filled in the rest of it with IN missing the playoffs.
Yep. Florida shot them playoff hopes all to hell today.
Yeah, and I don't think any of us got that game right on our pick'em either.
No. Sam Jones comes in. I know them assistant coaches and trainers nervous as hell waiting to see who Pittman will sacrifice as the problem this offseason. Ain't that the truth? It was a nutritionist a couple of years ago.
It ain't going to be who it needs to be because it needs to be Scott Fountain is who it needs to be.
Oh, that's his good old boy. He ain't going to.
Exactly. That's his beer drinking buddy. He ain't going to do nothing to him.
Carolyn Williams. Let's start off the list of players that are going to sit out the bowl game. And Fleet's Enema Bowl for the win.
Oh, my God. That's great.
Y'all are bringing it in the comments tonight, man. This is great.
Hey, that needs to be clipped right there.
Yeah, that's another clip right there.
That needs to be clipped right there.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, everybody's excited about us being bowl bound, but I know I've said it before, but I still go back to, like, There was a point during this season where their play made me like physically ill. You know,
Sorry, Loki. Sarah got me.
So I got a point. As long as we're all over Scott Fountain, I'm gonna throw this out there because I made a laundry list during the game, and I kind of went machine gun Twitter after the game was over. So here are the special teams snafus just from today. Opening kickoff, you had a 100-yard kickoff return nullified due to a penalty. Special teams gave up a fake field goal for a first down. They gave up a fake punt for a first down. There was a muffed punt that resulted in a turnover. And there was also a over 20-yard punt return called back due to the returner putting his knee down when he caught the damn ball.
The special teams muffed punt also resulted, I think if that was the right one, that resulted in 7 for Watag.
I think so.
While we're talking about that, let me go ahead and just Sarah said, but Jesse said our special teams did amazing. She knows I was being sarcastic. She's trying to crack me up on the show.
That's right. Today we put the special in special teams. I'll tell you what.
Exactly. That was my meaning. Loki gets it.
Jesse, do me a favor. Put Heath's up there.
Yeah, I just starred that one.
But on the roughing the passer.
Yeah. Oh my
and
God.
Targeting.
That was
okay. They overturned targeting.
That was neither one.
That was roughing the passer. It was 100% roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Don't agree with the rule, but the way the
rule's written, okay.
That is 100% roughing the passer.
Damn sure wasn't targeting, I can tell you that.
Well, they overturned the targeting.
Yeah.
They got that part right. But if you make contact with a quarterback above the shoulders after he has released the ball, I've seen somebody graze a face mask and it be called roughing the passer.
That's the thing,
the way
though.
the rule's written.
Yeah, it was roughing the passer, like technically, but that's a big old boy, and as a kind of a bigger dude myself, we stop like freight trains. Okay,
Yeah.
Once he
Very
was in
slowly.
motion, he can't just quit.
Yeah.
He's still moving. You know.
And in respect to all 4 of us, we're all pretty big old boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's hard to get us stopped.
When you get the diesel motor cranked up and running, you can't stop it on a dime, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
But for everybody saying that was the worst call they've seen,
I still
either
think
you're
it was a
new
terrible
fans
call.
and that's why you're okay with the mediocrity because you don't know how good we can be, or you have forgotten Mark Curl's Cusack.
No!
Well, I was gonna say, like, I think a lot of us also like watched football back in the day when like you could actually like hit other players and it wasn't like flag with a helmet on your head.
Hold on. Stop the presses. That was a backwards pass. We should have won the game. And screw you, Marcos.
I'm old enough to remember seeing Steve Young and Troy Aikman both get their brains literally knocked out of their head and then get up and continue to play the game.
Well, since we're quoting great football movies here, let me quote the great John Madden and see if anybody gets this quote. He was looking out his ear hole for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exactly right.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm all for like protecting them from like, because like Steve Young took a lot of concussions, to be fair, like, and I'm all about like protecting them from concussions and whatnot. But this is not a bouncy castle game, okay?
Okay, all right, let's get back on track because some of these comments are going off tonight, and I
love it. I love the comments we're getting.
Heath Waldrop says, I don't know, is anybody excited that they're bowl eligible? It's more of a relief thing at best.
Yes, plenty of people are. Nobody on this show.
Nobody on this show. But if you go look at Hog Twitter,
Facebook.
go look at Facebook and some of the Hog groups and look at Hog Twitter, and you'll see plenty of people that are absolutely overjoyed like Christmas morning with mediocrity.
Here's the thing, Heath. And I think he and I are kind of on the same wavelength because it's more of a sigh of relief of okay, we're in a bowl, but at the same time, everybody. And I guarantee you the way this season's going, everybody's going, well, crap, we're in a bowl. That means Pittman's coming back next year.
That was my thought, like exactly 100% to the letter.
Okay.
He was coming back anyway.
He was coming back anyway because he beat them. Actually, they beat themselves. We just got the victory in the win column. Okay,
That's fair.
I'm
That's
just
fair.
gonna say it. All right, I'm just gonna say it because it harkens back to basketball last year when we beat Purdue and we beat Duke and we crapped the bed everywhere else. All right, they beat themselves and we took credit for it.
The difference is that coach quit on the season, and I will say I don't think Pittman ever quit on the season.
You can't quit if you never get started, MC.
Fair enough. That I can't argue that.
All right, now throw Carolyn's up there, Jesse.
Hang on, there's another one that leads to a point that I need to make.
Okay.
Sarah,
That's the one.
Zimmer Biomet Bowl, so Pitt can get a free hip. Here's the other thing. What good does it do to go to the damn bowl game when our coach ain't even going to be there for the practices?
Yeah.
What
And if
good
he has the least little bit of complications, which God forbid, I don't want that to happen, but if he has the least little bit of complications, he won't be there for the bowl game.
Exactly.
I
Love
know
Sam Pittman,
exactly.
the man.
I
No
know
fake Sam Pittman, the
exactly.
coach.
I know exactly what good it does for him to have surgery before the bowl game, because that way, only the team limps into the game. Okay, not just.
Wait. Does this mean we get to add him to the list of guys that are sitting out the bowl game?
Yes. Yeah,
That's a good point, man. Right now, I would say his bowl status is questionable.
Right?
Sarah, hashtag hip for Pitt.
Right? Go ahead and throw Carolyn's up there for me, will you?
Yeah, this is great. This is one of Carolyn's top comments right here.
Okay, she is like my big sister, y'all. I will publicly say that she is like my big sister, and she is bringing it tonight. She says, "Is anyone else concerned that if we do go to a bowl and lose to Eastern Northern, who gives a state technical college, it will hurt recruiting way worse than not getting what would have?"
No, that doesn't hurt recruiting. What hurts recruiting is people talking about Pittman's job security. That's what hurts
and
recruiting.
billboards.
Oh, yeah, billboards. Yes. Can't forget the billboards.
And some girl on a radio show wearing a sweater.
Wait, timeout. Way to bring this show to a grinding freaking halt.
MC knows where I'm going.
Care to explain for the rest of the class?
That's good, Jesse. That's good.
Okay, this is a throwback. My favorite radio show on ESPN Arkansas is Ruskin and Zach. If y'all don't like them, oh well. I'm a member of the Merry Band of Idiots.
Same.
Well, he's got a job here. At least he did.
How do you think he got hired?
One day, what was it, MC? Was it halftime that Jerry and Alma called in?
Yeah, he called in to Phil and Matt on halftime, complaining about the Ruskin and Zach show,
saying that they dog the program all the time. No, they're realists, and they look at it without being paid by the university.
Yes.
And promoting propaganda like propaganda and coffee in the mornings. And he said, and that girl on that show, which is their producer, Olivia, she goes by DQ on air. It's a running joke. Her dad, for Christmas last year, bought her a sweater for every SEC school. And she will troll people by wearing the opposing team's sweater on Friday before a game.
Yeah.
She did it all through baseball. She's done it through football, and I'm sure she's going to do it in basketball.
She's going to do it through basketball, too, yes.
And it drives the Sunshine Pumpers crazy. And now Jerry is a treasure on Ruskin and Zach because the running joke is DQ hurts recruiting.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
And it's glorious, and they lean into it 1,000%, and I am totally here for it.
Garrett Ray's been asking about pods.
So, yeah, on that, I want to talk about that before we get out of here. I got a couple other comments we're going to get to after this, but I want to talk about the pods. So, where I was getting at it earlier, by the way, it's halftime. Auburn 21, Texas A&M 7. Sounds like they may be getting ready to rush the field at the end of the fourth quarter down on the plains.
We have an aroma of upset over in Norman going right now, too.
Is this how we gig them? Is that how that works?
Yeah. Oklahoma is up 10-3 right now on Alabama.
Yeah, before we hit the upset alert, let's talk about this pod thing for Garrett real quick.
So
let's ignore that weird Florida voodoo going on across the SEC today.
So before today happened, the SEC was pretty much laid out. It was going to be Texas versus Texas A&M next week to decide who goes to the championship. And then there was a good chance, depending on who won that one, depending on how that game went, the other one might have ended up in Atlanta with them. But now the SEC, if this score on the Plains holds, has been thrown into complete chaos because we will have...
What's a 9-way tie, isn't it, Jesse?
It's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if Bama loses to Oklahoma, that actually helps. But you'll have Georgia with 2 losses. Don't they have 2 SEC losses?
They've got 2 SEC losses.
Yes.
Texas and...
No, they beat
No,
Texas.
they beat Texas.
They lost to
Alabama and Ole Miss.
yes.
Yeah, Alabama, Ole Miss.
Texas is only lost to Georgia. A&M will have a loss to LSU.
Carolina. South Carolina, wasn't it?
South Carolina and
yeah.
Auburn. You're going to have a bunch of 2-loss teams potentially, and some of them didn't play each other.
And that Auburn loss to A&M is going to really hurt them.
Oh yeah, because Auburn is 1-5 in the SEC. This is they're making a last-ditch effort to get the Fighting Hugh Freezes to a bowl game.
Yeah.
Chad Morris?
They've got to beat A&M, and then they've got to beat Bama. So if they make a bowl game, I would be all for giving Hugh Freeze an extension in that case.
Yeah, I would say that he's earned it. If he gets them to a bowl, I would say he's earned it.
Well, and then let's are the pods a better idea than divisions?
I say the pods are. I say you have 14 pods.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to get into the nuts and bolts of how to break it down because I got to work tomorrow and we ain't got that much time.
If you want to get into the nuts and bolts of that, Jesse and I actually talked about it last week. Go back and watch that show.
Or listen on any major podcast provider.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But you have 14 pods. You play everybody in your pod. That's 3 games. And then you play one team from each of the other pods. That's 6 games. And then if you want to go an 8-game schedule, you rotate the other 2. If you want to go a 9-game schedule, like it looks like Sankey's leading towards to make more money for the SEC, you rotate 2 teams out of every other pod. It could be set up to where you could keep your rivalries intact, even if they're not in the same pod, and it would just make it a lot easier to figure out who's going to the SEC championship.
Would be not only that would make it a whole lot. That would keep the rivalries intact. It would improve the marquee quality of a lot of the games, and it would make the SEC a lot less top heavy.
I am here. I am 1,000% here for all of the absolute possible chaos in the SEC.
Oh, it's great. It is so fun to watch since we're not involved.
Yep.
Now, if we were involved, it would be a whole nother story. I'd be pissed.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, if we're printing T-shirts for winning 6 games, if we were in the middle of this chaos, I mean, would we have hoodies or would it be full-blown, wintertime puffy jackets? I mean, what would we do for that?
It'd be tumblers.
Wait. If we get a shirt for winning 6 games, what does Vandy get?
Oh, my God.
We're not going to go there because Jesse's
They probably get ownership in a company.
I was going to say
They have to run it.
because if we were impressive, then Vandy just broke the world.
Yeah. If Vandy beats Tennessee, they might break the world because they will have beaten Alabama and Tennessee in the same season.
All I'm going to say about next week, anchor down, baby.
Absolutely.
100%.
We still rolling, Jesse? Or you want to think about
We're still rolling.
All right.
Dennis Gamble, can we send a motorcycle and a blonde to Hot Springs? No, it's not a motorcycle, Dennis. You got to send a jet ski.
It's a scooter.
It's a hover around.
Look.
No, you send a jet ski because he's on the lake.
I can say this because I ain't in the best of shape right now either. If you're sending something for Sam for the lake, you better send a damn pontoon.
Yeah.
And I'm fat and out of shape, so I can say that.
I'm right there with you.
At least Sam still has his hair. I don't even have that now. So
I'm the only one out of all of us that has hair still, I think.
I have hair.
I got a Sam Jones comment I want to throw up here. Sam is
throw it up.
He's bringing the wood tonight. In regards to the SEC going to pods, Sam says, we don't need pods. Our special teams would probably try to eat them.
That makes Roll Tide hit a little different, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it really does.
There we go, Logan.
Oh my God! Now I got Sarah coming after. I meant on air, Sarah.
Well, if Sarah was ever here, we might could count that. But, you know.
Well, we just bet y'all didn't know Razorbacks had claws. You found out tonight.
Yeah, that's an Adu Thiero windmill dunk for MC right there.
Somebody hit the sound bite for that.
Hang on, I'm getting there. I had a comment I was trying to find.
And then there's
That windmill dunk, being at the game and being up close and seeing what was going on, that windmill wasn't just him trying to show out. That windmill was him sending a message.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They were roughing him up, throwing elbows on everybody, and he said, "Oh, you want to throw elbows?"
Yeah.
He said, "Take some of this." Brad said they're going to give medical degrees to everybody at Vandy. Heck, most of them are probably smarter than half the doctors we have anyway, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, that is a very strong possibility right there.
Dan Yoakum's got a good question. Says, hey, if we beat Missouri and they expand the playoff team to 64 teams,
I still don't think we'd be in at 64.
we'd be the first team out at 65.
Is that the point where they would get Wright's Barbecue gift cards?
Yeah. No, I mean at that point, if we didn't get in with the 64 team playoff, I mean the runner-up prize would be entry into the portal. Okay, so.
Sam.
Oh God.
And I'm going to tweak this one a little bit, Sam, so don't take offense. I just got to get it out one more time. All SEC ADs should have to go in pods a la Love is Blind to pick their coach. Check would probably propose to Pittman all over again.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Dylan says he's got hair, too.
Well, again, echo what I said in regards to Sarah. I love you both.
Got a good
I kid
comment.
because I care.
Dylan's got a good comment here. He sent us a nice little voice text in the group chat today that we can't play on air.
Yeah.
So it's been 11 games, and Taylon Green still hasn't learned to step up in the pocket.
But he's got running 20 yards backwards down pat, man.
Yeah, I wasn't too comfortable with them continually comparing him to Sacker Pick during the game there.
And the other thing, maybe we need to send Taylon Green to talk to Nellie Davis because Taylon sees ghosts. So maybe he can tell Nellie's ghost to go away and let him play basketball. I don't know if he can talk to him, but he sure can see him on the football field.
He can see him, that's for sure, yeah. But, I mean, I might be seeing more than ghosts if I was playing behind this offensive line all season.
Dylan, you dropped the F-bomb.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all, this has been fun tonight. This has been
a blast, but I think it's about time to wrap it up. Let's let Zach make his announcement on final thoughts before he has an aneurysm over there.
Thursday night, we all came together and said we're sending Jesse out with a bang, win or lose. I will be damned.
Yeah, I think we have succeeded. We were not going to let the outcome of the game spoil having a good time tonight. And I think we have succeeded in having our good time and sending him out the right way, so to speak.
Carolyn, I got to throw this one in there.
Okay.
TJI may see ghosts, but he sure as hell doesn't see through his progressions.
That's gold. That's gold.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Carolyn and Sam going toe-to-toe for comment of the night.
Can we clip that one, too?
Yeah. I've got some work to do tonight when we get done because there's several places in here I need to clip.
Oh my God, this is great.
This has been
Right.
This may be our most viral show from having different clips here and there to go viral with because the people in the comments the hog pen has brought it tonight.
The hog fanatics have done us proud.
Yes.
I just pray I don't get a phone call from the sponsor tomorrow.
He's
Speaking
probably gonna
of-
call you anyway.
AKA. So for those of you that don't know, the sponsor is my dad. So if I don't get a call from him going, what the hell? We're doing all right.
That's right. No, your dad is the perfect sponsor for this show, because he says in the ad there, if you're trying to take a captive, and that's exactly what Pitt has done to the program.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Go ahead, clip that. No.
Give me a time marker on that one, because let's see, 1:21:20.
No,
Okay.
Don't put that. No. Oh God, we're so fired.
Whoo boy.
Sarah,
Mercy.
Taylor Green can see the women on Dixon, but he can't see his target.
Yeah.
Unless they're wearing a white jersey. He's good at throwing it to the white jerseys.
Oh man.
Oh, don't even get me
I
started.
don't know. Does he see the women on Dixon like the last guy who was quarterback did? I mean,
Oh, so this is a family show, Loki.
Oh yeah.
We're wild, but it's a
Yeah.
family show.
We're approaching that ditch on the side. We need to kind of veer back this way a
Y'all
little
were
bit.
worried about me coming on here.
this is why they don't let me on air very often. People
Was that why he was back in town last weekend for the Texas game?
Wow.
Because we know
Hey,
we know he ain't getting any playing time because he's been demoted to QB3. So
I will say this show was way more entertaining than the football game. So
Not
for everybody
wrong.
that wasted their time watching the football game,
yeah,
we tried to make up for it.
yeah, we're trying to provide the entertainment that
And-
the game
and-
couldn't.
And if you want a T-shirt to celebrate this show, we have the Meeks Design Company hook you right up.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You know what we ought to do? MC? We ought to call Baxter and be like, hey, design us a shirt better than this.
I could spend 20 minutes in Photoshop and have something looking better than what they handed out tonight.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That was from circa 1965.
Y'all.
Those shirts.
That
We
wouldn't
just
even.
changed the year on it.
I mean, that wasn't even like a custom ink template. I mean, it was just. I don't know, man. If somebody's
what's
getting.
worse? What's worse, being excited about going to bowling or going to a bowl and celebrating 6 wins, or those T-shirts?
Both.
They're pretty
Oh.
fitting. They go hand in hand.
So our choices are the mediocre bowl or a T-shirt that has worse graphics than a Nintendo game.
Yeah. These were definitely like 8-bit graphics. So
Bringing back the NES.
oh, no, Carolyn is just bringing the thunder tonight, man. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah. Carolyn Williams, let's raise NIL money to kidnap Larry. Look, the bowling ball thing was cute. The first in 2021, it was unique. It was different. It was like, all right, that's kind of ignorant, but okay, we'll take it because we're coming out of the darkest era of football ever. But now,
The bowling ball is not cute when you're throwing gutter balls. Okay.
yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Did we attack your game, Zach?
I mean,
Anyway,
we shouldn't be putting the rails up to prevent gutter balls in year 5. Okay.
I know. But
I mean-
all right, fellas, let's let Jesse go out on a high note tonight,
All right.
and let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. Loki, we will start with you, my man.
Oh, final thoughts.
All right,
Y'all
we'll
go.
to the next. I'm kidding.
Wait. My final thoughts would be this, and I'm going to kind of circle back to what I said earlier. If you can be this enthusiastic over this mediocre team that has been mid for the entire run, please, I want to see those basketball stands full to the brims.
Amen.
Yep.
Freaking man.
Preach it, brother. That's a hard final thought to top right there.
Hang on. I got you, Loki.
Louder!
Yeah.
What's the show? And he's starting to get a little slower on those reacts. Have you noticed that?
I was watching scores to see if we had any
He-
last-minute updates.
Yeah, he's got to
By
go
the way,
have
Zach,
surgery.
Notre Dame 35, Army 7.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jesse's got to go have surgery before the bowl game. That's what's going on here.
I could at least be competitive, but holy crap!
Yeah, I'm a little
It's like that
surprised at that
Indiana
one.
score. What was that final score for Ohio State, Indiana?
38-15.
Okay, start to say
Okay.
last one I saw was 31-7. So, but yeah, that was not much of a. That was a big letdown as well. All right, Zach, you want to go? Who's next?
MC, we'll go with you, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta build a little bit on top of on what Loki was saying. You know, look, we've made a lot of jokes and stuff at the football team's expense tonight. 6 wins, they are better than last year. My problem with all the celebration is that it's almost like we're using last year as the standard, and we're exceeding standards. In my opinion, 6 should be the floor. That should be the bottom tier of what you should expect to do. That should be your down year, should be 6 wins. It shouldn't be to the point where you're celebrating it like you locked up a playoff berth. That said, it looks like the team is going to spend Christmas either in like Albuquerque or Memphis or Birmingham. You get extra practices. You get some people, some reps in practice that maybe haven't had opportunities. But the problem is going to be, how does Sam's surgery fit into the schedule now? So we'll see where it goes from here.
Jesse, before I give my final thought, you have got to put Carolyn's last comment up there.
So Carolyn comes back.
I refuse.
She comes
I'm
back.
young. I still want to keep mine.
She's kind of getting on us right now. She's like, you guys got to let Jesse retire in peace. He's going to be donating Sam a hip. Hashtag live donor love.
Right. All right. So
Oh.
I said it Thursday, and I'm not going to rehash any of that, but I will say this. Jesse, you're an asshole for leaving. No. I love you, buddy, and you've done a great job.
Louder!
little slow off the starting line, ain't it?
Hey, it's
With
past
Jesse-
bedtime.
With Jesse leaving, I do have 2 big announcements. Next week is Thanksgiving. We will not have a live show, but we will have a show put out. So if you guys want in and you want to continue your comments for the Hog Tua segment, get them in before 7 o'clock tomorrow night, because we are recording the show for Thanksgiving Day tomorrow.
How can they get them in, Zach?
I'll tell you what we're going to do for that. Allow me, as that social media guy, to step in. I will make a post as soon as this show's over on the Facebook page where you can leave your comments you like right on the air.
Hey, MC.
Yeah.
I was for a ventriloquist act because I just sounded like Loki for a second.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
That was pretty good.
That was much more impressive than Arkansas special teams.
I know, right? I can pull a rabbit out of my head every now and then.
It's like magic, kids. My name's Razorback Zach. Louder. No.
129.08.
That has to be a soundbite.
That's got to be a soundbite.
129.08. Yeah.
Okay, I will say this now, MC, if that's not on the intro when we come back to Thanksgiving, I'm firing somebody. I don't give a damn who.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Yes.
So the other big announcement I want to make is y'all be watching for January 1 and January 3rd, 2025. The new era of Inside the Hog Pen begins on January 3rd. The announcement will be made January 1st as to what that is. But the new era of Inside the Hog Pen, and I'll say this in the next few shows, the new era of Inside the Hog Pen begins January 3rd, 2025. But Jesse, man, hey, from all of us here at Inside the Hog Pen, thank you.
Yep.
I hate your guts because you're leaving, but I love you, brother. You will always have a home here. And I even speak for the 2 that are not on air right now, Dylan and Sarah.
I got to throw this up from Sarah as my final thought. Make the football team spend Christmas in Memphis. That sounds like the hell we've went through this whole season.
Well, it's not like the defense will protect them.
No, it's the offensive line that's supposed to protect them, and they definitely won't protect anybody.
They got more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
Oh mercy.
Or a Memphis street sign.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but if they went to Memphis, there's actually a real team in that town.
Don't make me come.
There is.
Don't
Not
make-
no 901's leaving, man. That football team's leaving town.
the Grizzlies?
There we go. We'll go with that.
Yeah, yeah.
The Redbirds?
Oh man.
It's been fun, guys, and to all the fans, thank you. Y'all made the last show amazing. I wanted to get on here with the whole team one more time since MC was gone Thursday night, and this has been the most fun show we've done all year by far.
I think so, yeah.
Great interaction, great fan-driven content. Brad wants me fired. Sarah says bye. Don't say bye, Sarah. You'll see me in a week or two at Bud Walton. Thank you, Carolyn. And to all the fans, thank you. And signing off for the last time for Loki DeWitt, Razorback Zach, Marcus MC Carlton. It's been a pleasure. I'm the Beard Jesse Thurman. Make sure to get your comments in for Hog Tua on Facebook, and we'll see you around. Have a good one.
Hey, Hog Fanatics. We at Inside the Hog Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share that SeatGeek is a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not so good deal. As a special offer, Hog Fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Yeah!